What's up, everyone? Zero Wolf here with another episode of Space Engineers Solo Survival. So, starting off, I've added a few mods to the game just to make stuff a little bit easier on myself, make building and mining a little bit less of a pain. First up, I added the clean camera mod. This one's pretty straightforward. Just cleans up the camera look a lot. So there is the clean camera mod right there. That's what it looks like. And for comparison, here is what it looks like with the just vanilla Space Engineers camera look. Much huge improvement right there. And then following that, we have the Nanite Control Factory mod. Right here, it's that big, huge thing right there to my right. Essentially, what this will do is it will weld up blocks that I place down. Takes up quite a good bit of energy to actually run this little factory. So as you can see, it powered up there, and now it's sending out those little nanites to weld those blocks up and build them. Few of the nanites are flying over to the projection right there behind me. Yeah. And so, basically, if any block gets ground down or damaged or whatever, this will automatically start taking resources and repair it and weld it up. And that works with any blocks I place down and start building stuff with. All right, and last up is the automated beam drill mod. So this adds 2 blocks to the game. It adds a beam drill and a beam drill turret. So here is the beam drill in operation. You can see it digging in the ground there and sucking up that stone. And it will take the stone and it will be in the inventory there in that large cargo container. And then here's the turret. You can control it, but however, the turret is not working at the moment. I think I was looking in the comments on the mod, and it said that because of a turret update in Space Engineers, that the turret is currently not working. They haven't updated the mod to fix that. So here's the beam drill in action. You can see it goes down quite a pretty good distance, picking up the raw material and storing it in the cargo container there. Okay, so when we left off, the Scuttler lost its solar panel and the large cargo container in there. So here I am, repairing that, putting stuff back in there, and modifying it, adding some extra solar panels to it, moving around there, taking off that back thing. Projector wasn't working for some reason. Welding all that up. Just getting some more energy resources for it, and also fixing the structure of it so it actually it has a little more connection points with those solar panels. Super speed. There we go, extending out the back there. Weld up that cargo container, and I'm going to take off that upper connector and put a turret on there so that when I'm out, I'm planning to take this out and mine stuff further afield. Try to get some more resources, try to find some uranium and whatnot, because that's going to be pretty important to actually get some energy on it. Added 3 extra batteries to it. Put some armor around those and a connector further on the back. That's pretty much all I did to modify the Scuttler in this case. You know, and then I moved it out, parked it over here, and kind of left it to charge in the sun since the sun was going down. I figured I'd let it charge for that little bit and wait to take it out when it wasn't nighttime. So yeah, there's a shot of a upgraded Scuttler. Pretty good job, I think, on it. Hopefully those solar panels will be enough. So while I was waiting for the sun to come back around, I figured I'd work on the base a little bit more. Kind of figure out what I'm gonna do with these solar panels. Since I'm going to try to chop them off and build a ship, I wanted to maybe start doing some of the parts of the ship that I would need underneath them and whatnot. So I was thinking about it, and I decided, let's just go ahead and start building the nanite control factory. So there's the nanite control factory. It's huge. And holy cow, look at the component requirements. Like, oh boy. But anyway, started building underneath the solar panels because I figured I'm gonna want to keep this on my ship. Had to move the conveyor system down just to fit it in underneath the solar panels. Because it is just massive. It takes a ton of resources, so here I am, working on pulling all those resources out and welding some of them into it. Probably going to take me a while to get that because it requires reactor components and some other stuff that I just don't have a lot of available. Don't have the ore or anything to build, so I'm gonna have to go out and mine some of that. So popped over here, did some more mining because I was running out of iron ore. So I figured do a lot of mining. Came over, mine some more. Blah blah blah. Was like, all right, screw it. Let's take out the mining ship. I figure I get some silicon as well. Started, mining out this area. Clear off the rock surface. Figure I'd pull all that stone out so I didn't have to deal with it. And yeah, left it all over the ground. Flew it back, and as I'm trying to connect back up here, that's when the trouble started. Essentially, I do a lot of fiddling with the connector, with the ship, trying to get it to park so I can dump out this ore into the system. Essentially, what I don't realize is that you accidentally cut the connector off there. And realized that I grabbed the connector, but essentially what I didn't realize. Apparently, the batteries have glitched out. So right now my station doesn't have any power. Not really sure what happened with the batteries. I checked them, and the batteries did have a charge on them, and whatever. So essentially. After all of this, I finally kind of figured, oh, maybe it's it's glitched, and I'm gonna have to go ahead and restart. So, or restart the game and see. Hopefully that fixes it. Um, so yeah, and tried to change the alignment strength on the connector to see if that would pull it in if it was a alignment issue, but it wasn't. Yeah, and then here's where I realized, oh, the power's off when I sat in that and saw the power readout on it. So I'm go ahead, park the ship, and I'm gonna go ahead and restart right there. So yeah, get back in, and yeah, that's just the start of my troubles. Fortunately, the restart worked. Reset the batteries. The batteries are working fine. Um, what a pose! What a pose! Oh boy. Whoa! What the hell? Oh dear. WTF. Very carefully. Holy shizer. What the... No. Wow. Okay. All right. This is the way it's gonna be. I see it. I see it. I get it. I see how it is. Okay, so I salvaged the what remained of the mining ship, and fortunately, the the reactors somehow managed to survive. So I'm gonna go ahead and take those and put them over on the Scuttler, since I guess I might as well have a power source that's not dependent on solar on the Scuttler. The solar and the batteries probably end up making my life a little bit easier. There. Stick them on the back here. All those up. And go ahead and stick the uranium in. Alright, so now that I got those reactors on there, go ahead and load some ammo into it. Go ahead and take it out for a test drive. Drive out here. Fill with the wheel some. Right here, I realized that I didn't put a ore sensor on it, ore detector on it. And I needed the sensor component, so drove on back. Finish that up. And so here's the important part. You always got a blueprint. So yeah, gonna finish off with blueprinting that ship. Let's call it the Scuttler. Yeah, Scuttler Mark II. Here. Oh, shooting at a wolf there. Yeah. So yep, there's the Scuttler Mark II. Hopefully, just in case, if the Scuttler breaks, I can always stick a projector on there and fix it. Yeah. So anyway, that's it for this episode of Space Engineers Solo Survival. Thank you all for watching. Leave a like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think, and I will see you next time.